Thumbs up. Okay. I guess we just. Oh my. Oh. Hi. Could someone make an announcement in the pitch that we're doing the Lobster Shack in the gym and anyone can show up whenever they want? The Lobster Shack. And a lobster. I'm waiting for the. Oh, like what? Jordan, get up here.
It's really laggy.
Oh, I saw the ladder.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Like, did they do? The big thing is that you can only hold one middle goal, and there's 5 on the field, so there'll always be one middle goal. That's what makes it really extra good.
It's better than.
Yeah, don't say yeah, better than that one.
I was gonna say because the second I saw it, I was like, wait, this is the same mechanisms.
The scoring is pretty balanced.
It's not slingshot.
It's not. There's only one stick that starts on starting line. Or it's on the front.
The crazy thing about that was at Worlds, we had an actual crank,
I know.
and like someone was gonna
Were you like winding it up?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my brother was like actually winding it up, like with rubber bands, and if he had put his hand on that, he was gonna be mad.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And that was after first Worlds.
Did you get anything about Spin Up 2023 or like anything like that? He won stage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Are we just waiting for the mic?
Yeah, Mike's and a team. And a Mike to call teams, I guess.
What, Chris's money?
Yeah.
Might be out of here by 10 a.m.
No, sorry.
Okay.
Whatever, robot can get up there. Whatever for you.
We lost Sam, and we had all been doing robotics for like 9 years. We were like,
You got world champions or something.
yeah. Well, then,
Don't take me. Thank
my
you
senior year, we went to Worlds
for wonderful years.
but it was
No more duckies.
pretty much. So we made it to
But we have
the
flippies.
semi. I mean, we did really well. Yeah, I was just like hurting.
Oh, that hurts.
Professional world.
So, you know what the first day of first
I think a little bit, yeah.
So where are you
So
going?
it's like essentially
I asked him. Yes. We're going to make him volunteer all next year. He said he would
the
be happy.
judges have little dishes for families and them, and they give them out to me like 20 years season. And they gave me one because I let my teammates speak in interviews and then corrected them after they had finished speaking. They were like, you did a really good job of handling the
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's definitely something to get paid for.
Yeah, I
Trip over here now.
Yeah, Hernandez, he sent a text and he was like, we're going to the show on Friday, so this is my
And then he lied.
Big liar. Ah.
Are you doing your thing here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want teams to know that they can just come here and line up. But they can line up on that table. Yeah.
Do you need to like rally teams?
I'm trying to explain this
Ideally.
to ducks and flips.
Yeah. It's more like a fun interview. I'm not going to get it. Yeah. Oh, the lobster shack with Parker. Oh, let me get my lemonade.
You should do it with me, Tay.
I'm stepping away from the camera. So you're at.
Yeah. It's been really good so far. I'm doing art, so it's fun how many students there are there that were in either version of Dex past.
Oh, yeah.
So it's fun sometimes to have like students and stuff.
If they're showing off the robot.
Parker thought about it. Yeah,
Um,
Rochester.
And like, how much are two days? Should I have?
Oh, and that was just like, we never went at a time of year where
Oh,
I was
that's
like,
perfect.
I love the place.
It's nice, yeah.
Cool.
So I have in my head, I'm like, no, I'd like to never go back there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. I don't mind going yet, so, but I can definitely see.
So where are you coming from here?
No, Rochester is always fun.
Oh, that's it.
We get plenty of snow. It's the way I see it. Sometimes you're flying in there too. Right? I was like, that's bad. 8 o'clock in the morning.
Jointly play. Make sure the field straps came off. Actually, wall. I don't know why line's so damn long.
How are you doing? Oh, wait. What was that? Word. Vibing.
Definitely not, subject to engineering right now, which I know it is so and he's like, this is such a tough semester.
I'm gonna refill this.
Yeah, not robotics.
I think there's a pretty clear distinction between those who enjoy it as a career and those who enjoy it more as a hobby.
I'm not filling my water because the announcement was made that I'll be here. Every team's gonna come here. I'm gonna have to play pitch and first with that.
But Sam loves it.
You sound so disappointed. Okay.
Just a bit.
What? I want the microphone. Hot right now. Got it. Rah. I want microphone. Because he wants to go over it.
But he loves Rockstar.
Yeah. What?
Just talking to the mic over here. What are we waiting for the attack?
Well, we're waiting on the team to come now.
You should definitely get Sharkbite and Ducks because their whole team won't be here
Oh,
tomorrow.
they've been really good.
Well, this is the only time.
Okay,
Do you
yeah.
want me to go rally teams in the pits?
Well, they made an announcement. That might be nice, but give it a second. Yeah.
We did last time. We're just gonna do for now.
Whoa.
That and now that works as well. Hi, Haley. We're sound testing live on the Air Tiger Network. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. All right.
Whoa.
That sounds pretty simple.
Yeah, yeah. So we
Mike's hot. Lobster.
At some point tomorrow.
At some point. What?
Have free time. Do you have any class selection unless you want to like join yourself?
when a team comes.
Yeah, no, it's
Well, once the team comes.
oh, that's
Oh, this mic's gonna be a problem when I MC tomorrow. I got it.
we just like because like okay, for scientists you show them like some weird graph and they'll be like, I understand exactly what it is. But you can't show that to somebody and be like, we have superconductivity. They'll be like, what the hell do you mean? So it's if you can be able to explain a complex subject in pretty and actually still exciting terms. A challenge. Yeah.
Lobster Mecca. La langosta and la La langosta.
Everyone go? You know, the kids are so
Science communication is really hard, it turns out.
and my brother is really bad at it. It's funny.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna fill my water.
Really a lot of stuff like explaining your path. That's really hard. Like, I think the biggest things I've learned from all this is they're actually always lying to you. They're just lying to you less. Yes.
Yeah.
And so eventually they'll be like, okay, so remember when you tried this? You were lying. It's more complicated. Okay, remember when we told you this? We were actually still lying to you. Jordan gets it.
Unfortunately.
Oh, science. How is the living in how far is Rochester from you? Okay. Okay, so you're well far. You're off. Nice. Where? Did you get dinner? Niagara Falls? When I did go, my family and I went to the beach.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, it just is better. Okay, bye, Jordan. Oh. Even like being able to like go one way. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm enjoying this Colorado weather. Like, everybody get over here. I think I got my program.
I know. I can't.
I'm making an announcement. No, I'm not. I chickened out. To do this.
I have no excuse. I know you go. I know you're on a rig. I know you still live in Colorado. What the hell are you doing? Yes, exactly.
Your range of view cuts off water bottles and stuff, so you need to be like here to like right behind where she's standing.
So like this as far as it goes? Okay, that's actually good to know. Maybe I should set a boundary. Right where the mic is? Okay.
So you just gotta do like the old person glasses
Yeah.
up, like tilt them down and like do that. Or just have clear eyes.
Yeah.
Let me use tape.
Showed up as like
I'm ready. Hello and welcome to the 2025 Colorado Vex Robotics State Championship. This is being broadcasted on Erie Tiger Network, and the segment we have going on right now is the Lobster Shack with Parker. We're going to interview teams, learn about the robot, learn about how the people are feeling, and we're going to get straight into it with our first interview. Please come in. What is your team number?
30809S.
Maximum output on the table, so please, could you tell us about your robot a little bit?
Yeah, so pretty standard robot. We got Lady Brown, flex wheel intake here, hooks. That's pretty much it there. Gold clamp.
That's not pretty much it.
Gold clamp in the back here, mostly omnidirectional. There's a few weak points, but other than that, kind of just drive into the goal and clamp it.
And what about your robot differentiates it from the others?
Right off the top of my head, a lot of people have asked us the question, why is your Lady Brown so wide? And I'll usually retaliate with, why are you so wide? But there is a reason for that. It actually helps us score a little easier, I think. So there's that.
Could you tell me a moment from the season that you are exceptionally proud of?
I think I was reflecting back one of these days, and I realized last year for over-under was a little shaky, to say the most, and I realized I've made it to finals 4 times as a driver. We finally won a tournament. So I'd say I think we've just grown a lot this year, and we're actually doing good.
That is great to hear. Now, I got a little bit of a fun question. Let's say your robot explodes in the middle of a match. How are you responding?
You will see us, and then you won't see us.
What does that entail? Like, what's the strategy?
That entails going to the bathroom and crying.
All right, now, you got shirts. I know you have stickers. How are you going to bring your team spirit tomorrow?
We are going to say our catchphrase, minimum effort, maximum output, before every match, and just, yeah.
Does the maximum output have anything to do with the wide Lady Brown? Like, is maximum output of width?
I mean, we are exactly at the 18-inch size limit. Don't size us. They already checked it. And we go right up to 24 inches, so I guess that's the best I got there.
And still talking about the name maximum output, do your batteries ever explode?
No, and that would probably mean we made illegal modifications.
And what are you looking forward to tomorrow at the tournament?
I think let's try and not crash out. I think that would be the biggest achievement. If both of us go through the entire day without crashing out, that would be considered a success.
That is really big. Now, what would cause a crash out, as you call it?
Probably our last programming run not going so well.
So I remember a few years ago, you went to the Colorado Springs Pikes Peak Signature event, and you accidentally ran your skills autonomous instead of your match autonomous, and you expanded and basically disqualified yourself in the very first match of the day. Are we going to see anything like that tomorrow? I know it was a big strategy. Like, first match, you're opening up strong, so are we going to see any surprises?
Yeah, so that was rookie me when I actually manually selected the auton before the match. Now we got this cool thing here that makes it impossible to do that.
Impossible, but are there other ways to disqualify your robot this season?
I hope not, and I'm sure some team will figure it out if there is one.
And last question, are you ready for tomorrow?
No.
Yeah, that was Maximum Output 30809S on the Erie Tiger Network. Pleasure. Thank you for coming.
That good enough for you?
That is good enough. And that was our first team. Thank you very much for coming up to the plate. Hello. Now on the table, we have 1166B Brain Fog. Could you, sorry, Maximum Output, I forgot to do this because I already knew your names. Maximum Output was Ethan and Emma. Could we get your names and just a little look into what the team feels like?
Thomas.
Nathan.
Mason.
Olivia.
All right, I know I followed that up with, let's see how the team feels like. I actually don't want to do that anymore. So please, tell us about your robot.
Well, there's many aspects to it. We have Lady Brown. We obviously have conveyor belt with the classic plastic hooks. We have mobile grabber. We have the classic intake with flex wheels. Mason can explain the programming side of it if he wants to.
We have double doinkers and googly eyes on the front. That's the most important.
Double doinkers. Is this the most distinguishable part of your robot? Is it the double doinkers? Or is it something else?
I would say that along with Lady Brown. We've improved our Lady Brown so much. Over the past weeks, it almost scores every single time as long as we line up.
Almost scores every single time. That is a really good way to put it. I'm also seeing on your Lady Brown that you attach your elevation mechanism to it. How well does this work?
It works really well. We can run into the bar at full speed without having to worry about like getting stuck or anything. And it also, we don't have to power it using any extra pistons because we're already raising it with our Lady Brown.
So I got curious after I turned off the question, but Thomas, could you tell me about the team dynamic and practices?
We practice every day, like a lot of time. We meeting on Monday and Thursday for 3 hours every time. Sometimes we meet extra, like on weekend or something.
3 hours every time, that does sound like the robotics lifestyle. Now, what moment from the season are you most proud of?
We made it to finals for the first time, and then everything proceeded to break like it does. But the semifinal match that we played, that was probably my favorite match that I've ever played of robotics. All 5 mobile goals were scored, and wall stakes were in play. It was crazy, but we ended up pulling it out in the end to make it to finals.
Was there back and forth with those mobile stakes? Did red have them for a bit? Did blue have them, or was it secure the whole match?
It was a bit more secure. There was no like mismatched rings. It was either all blue or all red on a mobile goal, but it was pretty intense and just a really fun match to play.
All right, now how are you going to bring your team spirit tomorrow?
Well, we all have matching shirts, and I think we're just going to have a lot of fun and try and beat Echo.
Yeah, because that's team spirit. I'm sorry, that was rude. I want to dive into this a little bit, because you got a good name. You got 1166B Brain Fog. So, like, I imagine when you rep your team spirit, you just stop thinking for a bit. Like, what's the take on this?
I would say I would fully agree.
Yep.
All right, now my favorite question, if your robot explodes in the middle of a match, how are you responding?
I'd probably like walk out or something.
No, I just grab the fire extinguisher, just spray it over and make sure nothing else sets on fire.
Anything else from that?
I would probably take the maximum output approach and cry in the bathroom, and then when I can finally, pull myself together enough, I'll just go home.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Now, I heard a term. You said block out. Is that correct?
What?
Did you say block out?
I said walk out.
Walk out. Okay, walk out of the tournament. My apologies. And it sounds like we're getting a new strategy this year. The crying in the bathroom is now officially the maximum output strat. So that is applicable for any team. Now, what are you looking forward to tomorrow?
Just playing as well as we can, driving the robot as well as we can, doing our best, trying our best against like the best teams, just overall having fun and just not getting upset if something doesn't go our way.
Love it. And are you ready for tomorrow?
Sure.
Maybe.
Sure, maybe. From 1166B Brain Fog, thank you very much from Lutheran High School. Now get out of here.
How dare you?
Wow.
Approach. All right, what do we got here? Ooh, got some nice as some Vex IQ parts, but let me not be rude. This is 1166N Null, open bracket, close bracket. Could you tell me your team names, or the names of your people, persons?
Jimmy, Dane,
Caitlin.
Lovely, and I like to ask in Brain Fog about it. What's your team dynamic like in practices?
do stuff, hope it works. Yeah. We've had a few members quit over the season, so it's just us three. We originally had 5, I think. Yeah, 5. So now we just kind of do stuff, hope it works, figure it out as we go.
Team members quitting means you three are stronger than ever together. Now, could you please tell me a little bit about your robot?
Well, Our robot, I would say, is pretty unique, as we have a 55-watt drivetrain. Yes, Echo did copy us on that idea. We have 2 blue motors on our intake to make it super fast, but it's also a super short intake, which was painful to put together, but it makes it better because it's short.
Anything else on that?
Okay.
You want to say anything?
Oh yeah. We also do have a Lady Brown, and the intake down here lets us take rings that are underneath another ring quite easily.
And now, can we get a? Oh, we do have it. So the license plates is this Saturn on the license plates?
It's meant to be a black hole, but I suck at graphic designs.
That is one of the worst black holes I've ever seen printed on a license plate.
Stickers are better.
Your stickers are better, and the black hole is representative of null, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing. And then we also have the colorful pneumatic tanks and everything. What about your robot distinguishes it from the competition?
It's colorful.
Love it.
We used to have multicolor zip ties. We still have a few remnants of them here on the back, but sadly we did have to cut most of them off when we had to replace wires. So that's why this robot's name was originally Eyesore.
Eyesore, the former robot name. Now, what's a moment from the season that you are most proud of?
It's like, so before the very last match, we was kind of not expecting to go to the state, but very luckily we qualified in the very last seat. So it's about So it's one point above some teams, and they didn't qualify. We qualified. So that's a very lucky thing.
So you're the last team to qualify for states. Is this correct?
Yes.
Well, congratulations. Is there anything you're looking forward to since you were the last team in? Were you even ready to be here?
Yeah.
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 Null is ready to be here. Now, let me hear from you. If the robot explodes in the middle of the match, what's the strategy from there?
Walk away and fall down.
And what?
Fall.
And fall. Should we call this a null strategy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you heard the song "Everybody Do the Flop"?
Sorry, I should have put the microphone on you.
Have you ever heard the song "Everybody Do the Flop"?
I have heard that song. You know, ASDF movie. Shout out.
Yeah. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored by ASDF. And last question for you guys: are you ready for tomorrow?
As I say before every match, I hope so.
Absolutely.
Let's hope so.
Null is 90% ready for the state championship tomorrow. Thank you. This is 1166 and Null. Is this another team lining up? I believe it is. All right. 4265V Velocity from Holy Family High School. Now, could you please tell me the names of your team members? Also, get in a little bit more. Get in. All right.
We're all friends.
Names. You're all friends.
Yeah. I'm Ashton. I was the coder for our team. I'm Riley. I was the builder and designer.
I'm Silas. I was a builder.
I'm Luke. I'm the driver, and I did the 3D design.
Silas, your voice in the midst of all that reminds me of the stone rock heads from Easter Island. It's kind of like, yeah, oh, yeah. All right, now tell us about your robot.
All right. So first off, I don't even know where to start. I'd say our Lady Brown we just installed, our Doinker we just installed, that lineup guide right there we just installed, but everything's been put together. This is our third bot, by the way, and it's been working pretty good. So yeah.
Let's hear a little bit more about some of these mechanisms, some more specifics.
All right. Well, I would just like to clarify, it is our first year with Vex, so it's been pretty fun. I think we all really enjoy it, but overall, so our robot, we use a 450 drivetrain, which allows us to be fast and competitive, but also be slow enough to where Luke can control it.
Anything else to add on that? All right. Now, I'm seeing this little arm here. I don't see this on many robots. I'm going to spin this. This arm is stuck on your mechanism. Please tell me about this.
So basically what this thing does is it basically, when we have a ring, we have a button that moves this to the correct height. And when we spin our intake, it moves the ring into here. And then this actually pushes the ring up to the height where we can reach the neutral stakes for it to score very easily and very quickly.
Well, let's turn this around again so we can get a better look at that. Could you just demonstrate it one more time visually?
Yeah, so basically a ring comes in here, it's the hook spin, and it brings a ring into these matting pieces, and then we press a button and it pushes this out, and then we lift this up and it pushes the ring to a certain height right here where it can score on the neutral stake very easily.
Well, not first of all, but congratulations on making it to States on your first year competing. What is a moment from the season that you are extra proud of?
I would say our first bot, we had a face on it, and that was like our overall like start, and then we just ended up with this, and I forgot about our references, but that face has got to be our greatest achievement so far.
Was it a smiley face?
It was the face of Coy Wire. He was what is he again?
From CNN.
Yeah, he's from CNN 10, so he's like a person from CNN 10, so.
All right. That's wonderful. How are you going to bring your team spirit tomorrow? Like, we had the face before. How are we bringing it tomorrow?
We have keychains here.
Get this up here.
So we have keychains that we all have. It's our good luck charm. We bring it to every competition, and we compete well with them and don't do as well without them. So that's how we're bringing team spirit.
I do like the idea of a good luck charm being the team spirit. That's really sweet in a way. But what's less sweet is your robot exploding in the middle of the match. What's your strategy going forward from that moment?
I need this question. So our strategy is just praying that it takes out all the other bots with it. So then it's automatically a win for us because we're like the best at it.
Affectionate fans of the kamikaze strategy. Love to see it. Now, what are you looking forward to tomorrow?
Probably looking at all the other robots, competing with our sister team, and having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's great that you're here, and that really is the moment. And are you ready for tomorrow?
Yes,
yeah.
Let's go.
We are.
Oh yeah.
All right, that was at 4265V Velocity. Give it up for them. Oh yeah, this is a stream. What am I saying? Now leave.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm very used to not doing streams, so let's get you guys up in here. Now, one thing I forgot to mention in the introductions is that I am an Erie High School alumni. I got some more people around here. Please introduce yourselves.
My name is Jordan. No.
I'm Trip.
I'm Kate.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, tell us about your robot.
As you can see, we went for a really small design. I think this is like 2 inches by 2 inches.
Can we get a good look at this? I'm not sure if this is a legal part. It is 3D printed, which is not...
I asked the head ref, me, and he said it's okay.
Oh, you're head reffing? This is one of our head refs tomorrow. Trip, Michael, Trip. Jordan and I are former Rock Lobsters. Kate over there is former Semicolon. This is a very loaded group of people up here. There was one time in 2022 in the state championship when Jordan and I selected Trip in elimination matches. She did not. She eliminated us in like a 90-point deficit. And you know, I just wasn't anti-shout out to that tournament.
It's better than when me and Adam traded hats, and he took the cat ears and I took the cowboy hat back in Tower Takeover, and then we beat them, and I was wearing his hat for the match we beat them in eliminations. So look, you got off easy.
I would not wear that hat. I would not put that hat on my head. What else do you want to talk about?
There's so many cool robots. There's so many cool robots here today.
Yeah, is there any, not to like elevate any particular teams, but is there any that you're looking forward to seeing on the match field?
Tier 3 climb.
I want to see climbs too, because middle school had no climbs.
That's right, last week at Altona Middle School at the state championship, 0 elevations the entire tournament. So we are excited not only to see elevations, but also up to tier 3. You know, humans are kind of bad at climbing ladders to begin with. Robots are even worse. Rock Lobster 2023 state champions.
Parker, what are you looking forward to most at this tournament?
What am I looking forward to? Also the tier 3 elevations. One of my favorite things about high stakes is it's a very balanced game. There's always a mobile stake to chase after. There's always something to do on the field. When robots are clamping in the corners, there's other things to do on the field for the other robots. So I'm excited to see all the action, different strategy that we're going to bring out, because a few years ago at the tournament, she killed us at. It was you get the scoring object thing, just sit there, and the match was over. There was also 2021 where he picked us for eliminations, and then she killed us again.
I had nothing to do with any of this.
You had nothing to do with any of it. Whatever. I squatted to the ground and cried.
I remember that.
Yeah, there was also a point in the season where he cried.
I also remember that.
I was also crying.
You were also crying.
Yeah, working on engineering notebooks at 4 o'clock in the morning is ill-advised.
Yes, you were one of the Centennial notebookers. Can you tell us about the experience notebooking for Semicolon?
Engineers are really bad at explaining themselves. So you end up doing quite a bit of work. But shout out to all the engineering notebook teams who, they're just the people who work on them. They don't get a lot of recognition during tournaments, so.
That is true. Shout out to every notebooker ever.
I hate engineering.
Yeah. Now, I don't see any teams currently on our line, so Jordan, turn around. Mecha Mayhem, we went to Canada a few weekends ago to do a tournament. Mecha Mayhem, they gave us these sick windbreakers. Shout out Mecha, love Canada, go Canada. Canada beat USA in the Four Nations face-off. Call out a team by name.
Echo. I see Echo over there. I don't care if they're running right now.
I'm going to call out
946W for being the only.
946W wideout for what?
They're the only team not checked in.
Wideout. 946W, the only team not checked in, the only team not inspected. Shout out. Yep, let's take it. Let's get this up here.
They're robots better with butter though, so it's okay.
Yeah, so 946R Rock Lobsters never did this. I got no more questions for you guys. The whiteout robot is illegal right now.
If you're not using wire cutters, stay up.
Whiteout. This is a good interview.
Don't be Tyler. In middle school, Tyler would use tin snips to cut metal on our robot, and then we would all just cut ourselves on unfiled down metal. So
Wait, we use tin snips on the robot. Why is this bad?
Well, leaving jagged metal edges on the edges of C channels is a bad idea for robot safety. So file them down at least.
Okay, but hypothetically, whatever. What's your response to that?
To what?
Just get thicker skin. Just get thicker skin. Don't get cut.
Oh, don't get cut. Don't get cut on the robot. That's right. If you get cut by your robot, it is your fault. Don't get blood on the field. That is more important. You know, Tyler also in 2021, he was running a skills match at the first FCA tournament of the year, and he decided, I'm gonna take the scoring elements, which were balls at the time, and just throw them out of the field one by one because he was bored or something. You can't do that. Don't do that. You could actually get disqualified from the tournament for doing that one here this season. Any more Tyler stories?
Shout out 2023 states.
Shout out 2023 states, not shout out 2022.
We had to go against Semicolon another time in quals at states, and our intake motor fell out. And at another time, we got like stuck, and I remember Tyler like shouting from atop across the match, "Do not touch them! Do not touch them!"
Thank you, Tyler. Hey, get up here. All right, name for the mic.
Sam.
So remember all those stories I told about killing us? He also did that at the simultaneous time. Sam is a world champion. Kate is a world champion. It just remembered in my brain. What do you want to be asked? Champion? Yeah. All right, get in here. This is a crossover episode of all time. Now I heard all 5 of you have worked on this robot. Could you tell us a little bit about the programming of it?
Multi-threaded. Well, what do we got here? This is definitely looking like a robot for sure. I mean, you got the zip ties, and the 3D prints are really an integral part. So, not too much programming to be done with this bad boy, but.
No. Rishi, you had some ideas on some.
Yeah. Let me stand over here. Get front center.
Yeah, no, there's a lot going under the hood here. You know, we got some multi-threading, a lot of CUDA programming on the NVIDIA GPU we stuck under here. So.
This part's a gyro, correct?
Yeah, no, we got a whole IMU on here, accelerometer, magnetometer included as well. You know, yeah, just a lot on board, a lot of pre-processing going on as well. So yeah, pretty cool stuff.
All right, don't count out little fella. Lemonade, anyone?
In true interview fashion.
Thank you, Trip. What questions do you want to be asked?
Can I have more lemonade?
Can you? It's in the volunteer room.
I know.
You're a head ref.
Yeah. You can ask them what they were working on. They were at Robotics before this.
You guys still do that? What were you working on before coming here?
Little particle filter for some LiDAR data for localization.
Yeah, no, what he said, we were in like a little VS Code live share and a Discord call, so we were just both working on the same stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which robot are you guys coding?
What is this for?
Yeah, what is this for? Particle filter?
It's a RoboMaster Robotics competition.
It's like robot paintball. It's like robot paintball, basically. So you build like 3 robots. We go to CU Boulder, by the way. So CU Boulder builds.
Skull buffs! You get out of here!
Yeah, Skull buffs, by the way. Yeah, it's basically like 3v3 robot paintball is the main idea. So like, you have a camera on there that has to figure out where to shoot, and that's what the particle filter is for. But we also have LiDARs, and then that data gets also passed into a particle filter to figure out where the robot is on the field. So a lot of particle filters going on.
Yeah, high-level stuff.
Yeah, good stuff.
So my experience of building robots is putting wheels on metal and then the axles bend. So that is very advanced. Skull buffs.
Go Rams! Go Rams!
Call it a different team by name. Force them up here.
Calling out 946W Whiteout a second time for not being here. The only team not checked in.
Wait, there's a team right there. Get them.
Hey, Flip, do you want to get interviewed? Yeah, get out. These are your robot alums. Jordan is an Erie alum as well. Yeah. I'll talk about Thomas the Train later. This may not be a good time. Put your robot down.
Oh, thank you. High five.
All right. Ooh. We're going to talk about these license plates in a bit. Okay. This is 77717F. Flip the corner of your robots off the table. Could we get names of your team members?
I'm Pierce. I'm a builder on a team.
I'm Rohit. I'm the programmer.
I'm Alden. I build and I drive for matches.
I'm Michael. I do notebook and skills driving.
As we learned from our last interview, we should pray for our notebookers and appreciate them more. I have to burp.
Yes, we should.
Now, could you please tell us a little bit about your robot?
Yeah, so it's a basic robot like every single other robot that you'll see today. We got the Hook Lady Brown and the Doinker and the Mogo clamp. So not too special, but Works pretty well.
But you built it yourself, right? I mean, like, it does have your own character.
Yeah, it does. It does have our own character, especially when it breaks. But you know, when it works, it has some character of its own too.
Now, what is your robot's favorite way to break?
I would say the intake like works half the time on a good day, so probably that.
Yeah.
And are you surprised that you qualified with these details about your robot?
Eh.
Well, Flip is here. They're here for it. Now there's got to be something distinguishable about your robot, because it doesn't look like the rest. I know it probably functions like that, but like we have some curve action back here. We got another one of these back here. Tell me about what's cool about your robot.
You know, our robot is more prone to breaking than other robots. You know, we've really learned a lot of grit through going through matches and then watching our robot break. But at state, it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. Now, I want to point out a really cool feature is their license plate. The F is upside down, a possible reference to the name Flip.
Oh my gosh, you got it.
Yeah, well, we are exercising that high school degree right now. It's looking good. It's looking good. Now, I asked teams about their team spirit. Are we going to see backflips or 180s where you land on your head?
You know, I think if we tried, we'd more likely go with the second option. But we're not trying that yet. We're a little bit worried about us breaking like our bot. And, you know, just our team spirit comes from the upside down F. Maybe we'll drive upside down. That's a good idea.
Oh, yeah, let's get a look at these hoodies. That's right. That is an upside down 77717F for Flip. Now let's talk to our notebook over here. Stand more front center. How much abuse do these boys put you through?
They put me through a lot, but with good teamwork, they definitely helped me a lot. It was a really good, helping me in spirit, and they did a lot. Like Rohit did a lot of programming, Pierce did a lot, Alda did a lot. So, I mean, it was sometimes tedious, but we made it through. So,
I respect that. Going back to strategy, you said that you're saving the 180 for late. Is that a final strategy, an elimination strategy exclusively?
We're hoping to intimidate them with, the flip, and then they'll just be like, all right, guys.
All right.
We're looking to, once we're losing a match, we'll start doing it, and we're hoping they'll just stop moving and just start staring at us.
Can your robot flip?
We are not hyphen.
Oh my God. Now, since your team is experienced in falling apart, this should be an easy question for you. If your robot explodes in the middle of a match, how are you responding to that?
We're instantly calling a DQ on the other team because it was obviously their fault.
Obviously. Now, like, how would another team cause that?
Black magic. Chiefs black magic.
Black magic. Chiefs black magic. Okay. Now I forgot the questions I was going to ask. What are you looking forward to at the tournament tomorrow?
Just getting to hang out with the teams, breaking the bot and seeing how it breaks in new ways. You know, that's our favorite part about robotics, right? Yeah. Broken skills 3 times.
Yup.
Yeah, I think it's breaking the bot.
3 times today?
Yeah, 3 times today.
Oh my.
And then we got DQ'd.
You got disqualified from skills?
Yeah.
How?
Triple possession of wings. We had one in our Lady Brown that we missed a wall stick on and odds on, and then we intake 2 more wings while the other one was still in our Lady Brown.
My bad.
A little bit awkward.
How did you qualify?
A bit of luck. We won, I think.
A lot.
A couple tournaments, yeah. And then we won excellence at 1 tournament. So.
All right, I'm not buying what you're saying. You're saying you won a few tournaments, but you're saying it breaks in new ways.
It does.
It breaks in new ways all the time, but we also qualified through skills, getting 3rd place in skills at a random tournament at the start of the year. I don't know how we got, it was 3rd. So we qualified through 3rd place in skills.
I'm proud of you. And a very last question, very simple. Are you ready for tomorrow?
No.
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 That is 77717F Flip. And let's get our next robot up here. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Hello. This is 99751F Frostbite. Now, could you tell me the names of your team members?
Hosea.
Tripton.
Hosea and Tripton. Now, tell us a little bit about your robot for the fans.
Never seen before, very innovative. Lady Brown, all right. And you'll never guess this. Top-down Mogo and two-stage intake with hooks. Never seen
No
before.
way.
I know, surprising.
Brand new design.
Brand new design. This was brought onto the field by Frostbite, for any of you who didn't know the history of this sort of design. Now what exactly is distinct about this from other teams?
Many people run two doinkers for rush, for autons, where they rush the rings on the negative side. We saw that Ace did that. Very innovative. Actually, not Ace. Frostbite. I misspoke. We have these doinkers so they can get the ring during auton, and then it'll come back with us, and we can get 6 rings in auton on a single Mogo. So that's kind of unique because not many people use the 2 doinkers with that.
Anything else?
Not much to add here.
Oh, can I add something real quick?
Of course.
Our drivetrain. Most people don't have a drivetrain, so we run a drivetrain.
You're hearing it here on Erie Tiger Network first. Frostbite has a drivetrain on their robot, a never before seen design. No, keep showing that off. Keep showing that off. Tell us about it.
So it drives forwards and backwards, and it allows us to move around in the field. It's very unique, never seen before. Most people have Bluetooth motors as well, and we run that sometimes, and it kind of works. I'm not sure. Come on, let's add something to that.
What?
It's never seen before tech. We have wired motors in here, and we have axles and gears.
You know, I've heard that. I've heard a few teams actually use gears already. How do you respond to the haters?
They're copying. Whole counting 101.
We don't have social media, but we did do it first, even if they didn't see it first.
That's right. Frostbite, an innovator of their time. 946W Wideout has still not checked in. Now, can you tell me, Frostbite, it's very cold. This is dangerous. How are you bringing the team spirit tomorrow?
It depends. Well, Flip was just here, so instead we're just going to be upside down.
So let's show him real quick.
Oh my God! Okay. All right, this is the team spirit of Frostbite, apparently, because that's the first thing you think of when you think of really cold. Anything else? That is, you got it. If you're in a match with Flip, I better see that. Like, they say it's intimidation tactics. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking that if we flip and they don't, then they're not Flip.
Flip, you better watch out. All eyes are on you when you play Frostbite. Now, my favorite question. Your robot explodes in the middle of the match. How are you responding?
It's part of the design process. It's a feature, not a bug.
I didn't see it. Didn't happen.
Okay. What are you looking forward to tomorrow?
Honestly, just the qualification matches.
Skills is not hitting.
So you're looking forward to qualifications because skills just ain't it right now?
Yeah, that's about it.
Well, I mean, also a finals match. We're going to be there winning, so.
Yeah, the F stands for finals. Did you know that? Yeah. All right, is there anything else you want to add?
My favorite ever robotics person is probably you.
Oh, thank you. I'm Parker Driscoll, 946R Rock Lobsters, Erie High alumni. And yes, thank you very much. Good luck tomorrow. That was 99751F Frostbite. And seeing as there's no other team's queuing, we're going to throw it to a commercial break. This is the Colorado Vex Robotics State Championship 2025 on the Erie Tiger Network.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
We are strong and we'll get through this together, but these are stressful times. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, and know that you are not alone. Visit wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Do you have a plan in place for your family?
We are back on the Lobster Shack with Parker, and our guests right now are 3946S Surplus. Could you tell me the names of your team members?
Jamie.
I'm Dylan. Jamie and Dylan, all right. Now, could you tell us about your robot?
I'll head out. Yeah, so we got I'll head up to Dylan. He's our team captain.
No, I mean, like, you're clearly dressed in Kent red. Like, why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, so we went for Our lady ground mechanic right here with a high strength shaft. They have a rotational center. We put our nameplates here, and then we have climb here, and yeah, that's kind of the main basis. Yeah.
All right, could you tell us about the odometry flux of your robot?
I mean, I could expand on that, but that's for another day. So.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So wait, repeat the question again.
Could you tell us about the odometry flux of your robot?
Yeah. So it's very unique. You know, we have a we have a good. Well, we got overall we have a stable structure, and I feel like. Yeah, our bot's very flexible, and we can do a lot of things with it. Yeah. So.
Okay, now Kent Denver is known for having so much pride and excitement at tournaments. How are you going to bring this tomorrow as a member of Surplus?
I feel like really just like stay locked in. You know, cheer on the team. You know, film when I can. Give some good call outs. And
What do you mean cheer on the team? You're in.
Yes. Yeah. So like if we're like on the wall stake and let's say another bot's going to the other bot, you say and one, you know.
No, I mean aren't you the driver, right?
Oh no, we got drivers over here.
Oh yeah, so you're driving. Could you tell me about the strategy that you execute when it comes to one robot in the corner, two robots in the other corner, and you're stuck on the ladder? Like what are you doing?
So you call ISO for the robot. Set up a 2-3 zone, and you kind of just space the floor and let them go to work. You know. Yeah.
Do you ever use a 4-man rush?
Yeah, that's a big tech strategy that we implement. Yeah.
And the tush push, right?
Yeah, just like the Eagles, right? Yeah.
Now, if your robot explodes in the middle of match, how are you responding?
Honestly, I just walk out the building. Yeah.
You walk out of
Yeah, I'm just giving up there, yeah.
Straight up giving up. But you're the only person on Surplus. Like, you need you, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's wraps from there, you know?
It's wraps from there. Now, I want to ask about a specific mechanism on your robot. Could you tell me all about this clamp on the back that gets the mobile stakes?
Yes. So we have the mobile gold clamp right here with our, and we make sure to fill it with the right PSI on the pneumatics. And when we're able to clamp here, like in Prague, we were able to clamp it very like straight and straight on the goal, and that will allow us to intake rings here. Yeah.
All right, and you mentioned programming, right? So, as the programmer of the team, how do you deal with the issues that arise relating to geometric algebra?
Can you repeat the question? Repeat the question.
As the programmer of the team, how do you respond to problems relating to geometric algebra?
Kind of just gotta go with the flow, you know, fix whatever you can and really shape it up, you know. Yeah. And also, if you find any problems in the code, consult your teammates. I think that's a big thing. Yeah.
Okay. And lastly, as the notebooker of the team, essentially the notebooker, how do you? Sometimes it catches fire. The pages will catch fire.
Yeah.
Like what do you do? It's kind of tough to put notebooks out of fire.
I mean, my whole life is consistent, you know. I'll grab the water and go to work, you know, just whatever I can, you know.
All right, I respect it. Thank you very much, Jamie from 394 Success, Surplus of Kent, Denver. Your robot. The robot. Who are all you people? Is Whiteout in the building? Send them to the table if they are, but probably not. They're still not here.
Parker, I'm getting bullying reports on YouTube.
Look, it's not my fault that they're not here.
What?
Welcome back to the Lobster Shack with Parker on Erie Tiger Network. I am joined by 2654E Echo, my teammates, who are first in the skills rankings in the world. Could you please introduce yourselves?
I'm Alex. I'm the programmer. I'm Matt. I'm a builder and driver.
I'm Carl. I'm a designer and builder.
All right, and could you tell us a little bit about your robot? A lot of people know about it.
So what we have here is a Tier 3 Lady Brown mechanism, which is one of the first of the season. And we've really worked to optimize how fast this robot is and how reliable it is. So our intake, very fast and reliable. Our hang, very fast, very reliable. Not 100% reliable, but still very good. Hang is also under 10 seconds, which is, I think, one of 3 teams that have done that this season.
Now under 10 seconds to get to Tier 1 or what?
All the way to the top.
All all the way to the top. Echo can climb this ladder up to tier 3. Is there anything more you want to elaborate on your design?
One other thing this robot can do, it can climb to the top actually with a goal, and that takes about a second longer than hanging normally, so it's still really fast.
What is the benefit of taking a goal all the way up the ladder with you?
Well, not only do you not have to rely on your alliance partner to hold the goal, but you can also, since your alliance partner is not holding a goal, they can do other stuff like try and get a goal out of the negative corner or have a third goal that they're filling up. It just opens up a lot more options for matches.
Now that is really awesome. Now I've interviewed this team in judges interviews. I'm not going to disclose anything, but I do want to ask Alex over here about the programming side of the robot.
Yeah, so we do a lot of stuff with programming that's pretty cool, but I think a couple notable things that we do is we have Monte Carlo localization, which uses distance sensors placed all around the robot, and just like the drive encoders on the drive, it's able to reliably figure out where it is on the field without using odometry. And then the next interesting thing is motion profiling, which basically like driving in the dark, but then we have Ramseti to correct for all the errors that might make. And then we have a whole bunch of other things that all work together super well. We're releasing all of our notebook at the end of the season, so if you have any questions, they'll probably be answered in there.
Teasing it like an album drop. You know who doesn't tease their album drops? Tyler, the creator. Shout out Chromacopia. Now, how are you bringing your team spirit tomorrow? What's the Echo team spirit look like?
So something really fun we do when we're doing skills is every time we don't hit a world record, we each do 10 push-ups. We did a lot last year, and it was just super fun way to stay motivated, and it's just really fun and silly.
This is also done during practice, so we have to do a lot of push-ups.
Are we going to see any push-ups tomorrow? I mean, clearly it's your team spirit. We can't not get those tomorrow, right?
We already missed a world record today, so we're down 10.
What about in qualification matches? Are we still doing push-ups?
We can lose those.
I don't even know what that means. Now my favorite question. Have you heard my favorite question yet?
I don't think I have.
Let's say your robot explodes in the middle of a match. How are you responding? What's the strategy going forward?
Take a nap.
Yeah, we'll probably just go home.
I've heard go home a few times.
Crash out.
Crash out. I've heard that one before too. What are you looking forward to tomorrow?
Winning.
Oh my! You heard it here first from Matt. Better book it, and if he's wrong, beat him up.
Do it. Beat him up.
That's what you're looking forward to tomorrow. Is?
Yeah.
And yeah, from Carl. My brain stopped working. Are you ready for tomorrow?
Yes.
Hopefully.
Absolutely.
That sounds like about an 85% agreement on being ready for tomorrow. These are my teammates, 2654E Echo on the Erie Tiger Network. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Leave. I'm good. Get up here. Continuing on the Lobster Shack with Parker. From Greeley West, 80634Z Iron Basilisk. Oh, you guys got a big team. You got to fit within that little blue tape line. Get squish. You don't all stand in a line. We can have 2 rows. Oh my goodness. Now, a lot of teammates, could you please introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Holden. I'm the competition driver.
Hi, I'm Calvin. I'm a builder and notebooker.
Christina, I'm the main builder.
My name's Zach. I'm the coder.
I'm Clayton, and I just kind of float.
I'm Lucas. I'm the co-notebooker.
Clayton, you said you float. How far do you float on any given day?
I can go all over.
All over? All right. I was hoping for a distance, but whatever. Now, please, Tell us about your robot. It has a few very significant parts on it. It's very nicely dressed. Tell us about it.
Here, so the best part. So do I just grab? Okay. So the best part of the robot, I'm gonna start off, is our Jeffrey sticker. He's got a robot design. I don't know how that came to be, but.
And so, very importantly, Jeffrey is a big part of our school.
No.
So we have 2 members of the marching band on our team, and at one of our football games for marching band, we found a frog, we named him Jeffrey, and we started a cult around him. And so we now have multiple variants of Jeffrey that we give out to people.
We've got a cowboy Jeffrey, we have a Spartan Jeffrey, and then now we have the cyborg Jeffrey that we used for the high stakes season.
Yep.
Colt Sunday, wink.
Can't wait.
Now, we heard a lot about Jeffrey. Now, what about the robot? Dang it.
Well, our robot, this was the second robot that we've ever built. We're like basically a brand new team, but so one of the biggest things, it definitely does not bow at all. It is very sturdy. Definitely has no wobble in it at all. Yeah, very structurally sound.
Are you going to say anything about the design at any point in this interview? Maybe. All right. Well, let's ask about something that I'm seeing on the back here. Now, you have some parts of your robot that are black with red splatter. You got that from a specific team. Could you tell me about that?
So we got those parts from probably, I'm going to say, greatest team ever. Rock Lobsters, big shout out to them, huge fan. So thank you for so graciously donating those parts.
You're welcome. You know, it is a big honor because I do love Greeley West. Greeley West is awesome. Greeley West, for the team preceding you, won sportsmanship at the Mecha Mayhem tournament, the largest tournament in Canada hold, and you were a part of that. Congratulations. I don't think I ever said that personally. What moment this season are you guys most proud of?
Making it to state, I'd say. Most of us, all of these guys, it's their first year doing this, and I feel that's a really big accomplishment. It's their first year, made it to state. That's pretty amazing if you ask me.
That is remarkable. Can I hear from I'm holding the receive thing. Can I hear from any of you about how exciting it is to go to states your very first season?
So this is actually my very first time doing robotics at all. So just like making state for just like the first time I've ever done or seen robotics in my life is pretty exciting. Yeah.
I think making state for me is very important, or has been very impactful, because I have been putting a lot of time and effort into it, and seeing that this time and effort has actually been showing off and can actually be proven just makes a big impact on me.
What is a basilisk, by the way? Genuine question.
It's like a mythical snake thing from like Greek mythology and stuff.
From Harry Potter.
Yeah.
The snake from Harry Potter. So how are you bringing the team spirit? Team spirit.
None of us are worried.
So our programmer over here, he's a really loud guy. Sometimes in the matches, he'll just burst out into laughter. So I'd look forward to that. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
All right, now a little bit of lore to this one. I think you should bring a snake because your coach, Tristan, is the son of Richard Van Gilder, who is terrified of snakes. Can we get a wave from Richard? I know you're in camera view. Move yourself. So this is Richard Van Gilder. He's terrified of snakes. So again, the father of your coach. So please bring a snake. That would be absolutely wonderful. My favorite question. If your robot explodes in the middle of a match, how are you responding?
So you know that scene in that one Heath Ledger Joker where it's the hospital and he's like spamming the button or whatever? That's what it's going to look like, just walking away from the field with the controller just like...
Great to know. Anybody else? Do we, that is clearly a response for the person bearing the controller, but what about the rest of you?
As he said, I'm going to burst out in laughter. Burst out in laughter.
Anything else?
I would just like to say the day that happens is when these glasses come off.
The glasses are coming off. I think that's where that question should end. Is there anything else that you're looking forward to tomorrow?
Being here, I guess.
Of course. And are you ready?
Hell no.
I want to hear from all of you. We got different answers.
Pretty ready, I'd say.
No.
Hell no.
I think I got some pretty good code on it.
I'm ready.
Absolutely.
So that is about 4 to 2 ratio of readiness. Congratulations again here for most of your first seasons. That is 80634Z Iron Basilisk, and we're going to get our next team up here in just a second. I'm ready. Still here on the Lobster Shack with Parker. This is 32092G Mile High Mechanics. Now let me first kick off. You are state champions, correct? That's right, Mile High Mechanics are your 2024 Vex Robotics state champions. They're obviously hoping to make a rerun on that, but let's get to know them. Can we know the names of the people on your team?
Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm Owen. I'm Adarsh.
I'm Gabby.
I'm Zach.
I'm Snishka.
Good to meet you. Now tell us about your robot. Walk us through the design for the fans.
So yeah, here's our robot. We have an intake with hooks. We have a lift. No, probably the coolest part, we have this ring rush on the front, so we can get the ring super fast and autonomous. We have this little hooking arm to grab the goal. We have a goal clamp. It's broken our last match. Oh yeah, and a hang. That's cool. You can go up to the first level.
That was one of the most disappointing robot explanations I've ever heard. I'm going to ask someone else on the team to explain it.
Yeah, pretty much. We have a goal clamp here with an aligner that can align the goal most of the time. And we also have flexibles at the top here that are slightly bigger than the 2-inch that can flip the goals really well. We have a really smooth intake mechanism here that can pick up rings off the ground really well. We have a pretty good lift intake that has these tubing that can pick up the elevation, so it's pretty easy to do the elevation as well. And we have the corner arm and the ring rush like you talked about.
And what do we think is the most unique design on your robot? What sets you apart from other teams?
I would probably say it's the ring rush mechanism. We built that recently for state, and it seems doing pretty well for tomorrow, hopefully.
All right, let me hear from this half of the room. What is a moment that you are very proud of this season? Most proud of, even?
Our inertia sensor broke the night before the tournament, and we scrambled to recode all of our autonomouses, which might have been 4 different ones, and then we scrambled to make autonomous skills that was built out of sticks because it was not very good. And then we day of tournament, we're also using practice fields a lot, but we didn't do the badly at that tournament, so yeah.
We have moved on to idolizing being stressed out on the Lobster Shack with Parker. Anything else that is really impressive to recode all that? Anything else that we think is remarkable from the season?
Today, technically, because we were not in the limit of horizontally, so we had to file a lot, and we had to do 3 different inspections, and then we finally got it. So it's kind of a flex now that we made it past it, but
That is definitely a part of a tournament. There's a picture of me. Our robot was too big in 2022, so there's a picture of me holding a gear in my hand and dremeling it with the sparks flying towards my face. Sorry, Mom. Mile High Mechanics, what does this entail? How are you going to bring team spirit to the tournament tomorrow? How are you going to bring team spirit to the tournament tomorrow?
We'll lend our materials to other teams. If they need a screwdriver, we'll lend them, and we'll give it with a smile. So, and then ask for it back.
And then ask for it back. That team spirit, loaning teams tools. I disagree. but you do you. Now, let's say your robot explodes in the middle of the match. How are you responding? What's the strategy going forward?
I don't know, we really hope our partner can do everything for us. Well, we'll try to fix it afterwards, but like in that match, our partner better be able to win it just completely solo.
A lot of rebuilding, that's for sure.
I would be concerned as to where the fuel came from for it to explode.
No big deal. Don't worry about that part.
Drive it if the battery cable hasn't fell out.
Basically just what everybody said.
All right, that is pretty productive. That is the first time I've heard we're gonna rebuild the robot after it explodes. So good for you. Good for you. Is there anything else that you're looking forward to tomorrow? Shrugs. All right. Are you ready for tomorrow?
Hopefully, maybe.
Hopefully.
That's the plan?
Somewhat.
Sure.
I'm hearing a solid 50% from the Mile High Mechanics. This is 32092G, your reigning state champions on the Erie Tiger Network. Is there anybody else who wants to do an interview? You became orange, Trip. This will close out today's episode of The Lobster Shack with Parker. It may be the only one. Who knows? Not me. But you can tune back in. You can check in on this at any time. It will be uploaded to YouTube. And the state championship will be tomorrow, also on Erie Tiger Network. I am Parker Driscoll, Erie High alumni, and this is the Colorado State Championship for Vex Robotics on the Erie Tiger Network.